Hi, fight fans, and welcome back to LL Sports TV. Hope you're all doing well. You know what? Before I start in proper, I think it's only right that I give Jake Paul some credit. You may have seen a few videos that I've done in the past where I've been heavily critical of Jake Paul and his boxing career. But last night he promoted the all women's card at Madison Square Garden, 17 title fights, all women's card. It looked like it was packed in there. Good crowd, good atmosphere, good vibe. So shout out to Jake Paul for doing a lot for women's boxing. You can't argue with that. Yes, I've got my grave reservations concerning his boxing career, but that is entirely separate to this. He put on a really good card yesterday, and for that he deserves an immense amount of credit. So yeah, well done to Jake Paul for that. That being said, then back to the main event. It was the highly anticipated third fight between Ireland's Katie Taylor and Puerto Rico's Amanda Serrano, a trilogy fight for the undisputed super lightweight title over 10 2-minute rounds, as women's fights are, 10 2-minute rounds for world title fights. Going into this fight, Katie Taylor held a 2-0 lead in their rivalry, having won the first fight by a split decision, the second fight by a unanimous decision. Although personally, I thought Amanda Serrano won both fights. But anyway, that's by the by. So to this fight then, got to say straight away, it was an anticlimactic event. I didn't think it was a great fight at all. Very underwhelming. Didn't really get going. The fight was quite a tactical battle. You could see that Amanda Serrano changed her tactics for this fight. I think she was of the belief that she would box a bit more this time, be more a little bit strategic in terms of coming forward. But the problem that she had in this fight was that she was out of distance for too much of this fight, man. She was throwing a lot of air shots, in effect. Lots of jabs, but weren't landing. She was looking to land the right hand, but she just never really got going. And Katie Taylor, too, was quite sparing. She didn't really throw a lot of combinations. She was looking to counter, which I guess was a tactic that's worked for her in the previous two fights, and it worked in this one as well. But I've got to say, I didn't enjoy the fight. At times, it was like a glorified sparring session, if I'm going to be honest. It wasn't a good fight at all. In terms of the result, Katie Taylor won the fight again. Surprise, surprise. She won by a split decision. One judge had it a draw, 95-95. Two other judges had it 97-93 to Katie Taylor. Me personally, my initial thoughts was that it was a draw because I couldn't really separate the two women. Like I said, it wasn't a lot of sustained action. There wasn't a whole lot of quality either. It was a bit of a drab affair, to be honest. And I'm pretty sure that there were boos, and I can understand that because it didn't deliver. It could have gone any one of three ways. You could easily have given it a draw. You could have edged it to Serrano in terms of her work rate. You could have edged it to Katie Taylor in terms of her superior counterpunching. I mean, I think I saw a stat that suggests that in terms of punches landed, the women were exactly level. I'm not sure how true that is, but I did see a stat to that effect. It could have gone either way. I'm not really complaining about Katie Taylor winning it. I think the 97-93 is a bit wide, though. If you did adjudge her to be the winner, then it was only a round or two in it. But yeah, I'm not really complaining about the decision too much because I did enjoy the fight. I didn't think it was a good fight at all. I think a lot of people are so sort of scared or petrified or intimidated to criticize Katie Taylor that they're making out that this was some kind of great performance. It wasn't. Nah. And I've got to say as well, I think both fighters kind of showed their age in here a little bit tonight. Katie Taylor's 39. Amanda Serrano, what's she, 36, 37? I just didn't think it was a good look. There were far better fights on the card. I thought the Shadesha Green versus Savannah Marshall was a really good fight. And that was the fight of the night, in my opinion. But this one, nah, not for me. I didn't think it was a really good fight at all. No real complaints about the decision. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, to get a decision over Katie Taylor in boxing is nigh on impossible anyway. So we shouldn't really be surprised that Katie Taylor won the fight. But hey, it is what it is. Katie Taylor wins. She goes 3-0. I don't think we're going to see these two fight again. There's talks that Katie Taylor might fight Alicia Baumgardner, who was on the undercard. She fought. She didn't look brilliant. She'd been out the ring for quite a while. She won her fight, but she didn't look particularly impressive. So yeah, that's my views on the fight, really. I didn't think it was a good fight at all. I mean, I'm seeing some people saying it was an historic night. It was a brilliant fight. It may have been an historic night in terms of the fact that there were 17 title fights and it was an all-women's card. Yeah, so shout out to that. But in terms of what was actually served up in terms of a fight, come on, man. It wasn't that good at all. And the main event certainly wasn't a good fight. But anyway, shout out to Katie Taylor. She won the fight. She goes 3-0 in that personal trilogy with Amanda Serrano, and she keeps her undisputed super lightweight title. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.